There's a town in Ohio that's been wiped off the map. No post office, no zip code, no people. Just barricades, boarded up homes, and rumors so dark they feel made up. If you drive through the forest of northeastern Ohio, you might miss it entirely. A narrow road, half swallowed by weeds, winds through a silent stretch of trees. Then you start to see them broken houses hidden behind the overgrowth, windows shattered, roofs sagging inward. Mailboxes still standing with no homes behind them. It feels wrong. Not haunted exactly, just watched. The place was once called Boston Township, a small working class town, one school, one post office, a few churches. Then, in 1974, the U.S. government stepped in. They passed a law allowing them to seize land for a national park. Residents were forced to sell. Families packed up, some left in tears, others in anger. And then, the government just left it. No park, no explanation, just an empty town and a lot of questions. The reason the government gave for seizing the land was simple: a national park. Congress passed legislation to create the Cuyahoga Valley National Recreation Center. It sounded good. Families were told they'd be compensated, their homes would be part of something bigger. What actually happened was different. The government bought the properties, bulldozed some, others were left standing, boarded up, half demolished, forgotten. People left behind childhood homes, family land, generations of history. And then the project just stopped. No park ever appeared, no clear reason why, just empty roads, abandoned churches, and decades of silence. Locals began to whisper that the government wasn't building a park at all, they were covering something up. Because if you're going to hide something, a forest full of ghost houses might be the perfect place. But the silence didn't last long. Urban explorers started creeping in. They found strange symbols scratched into doorways, old dolls sitting upright in broken windows, chairs arranged in circles in basements. Rumors spread like wildfire. People claimed satanic cults were using the town for rituals. Others swore they saw government agents patrolling the woods at night. Some even said the town was never evacuated for a park, that it was part of a chemical spill cover up. People saw strange lights in the forest, heard whispers near the old schoolhouse. Cars were found abandoned with their doors flung open. The name Helltown started showing up in online forums. And once it hit the internet, the rumors became louder and louder. Helltown wasn't just a forgotten town anymore, it was cursed. Deep in the forest, not far from the center of town, sits the most infamous relic of all: the school bus. No one knows exactly why it's there. Some say a cult used it to trap people, visitors who never left. Others say it's a real crime scene, just never officially recorded. When explorers found it, the seats were still inside. Some say they saw claw marks, others swore it was worn with a touch, even in the snow. At night, people claim to see shadows moving inside or hear knocking from within. One version of the legend says the bus is just bait, that something watches it from the woods, waiting, and if you get too close, you'll never make it back to your car. They say not everything strange in Helltown was man-made. Some believe there's something older here, something that was never meant to be disturbed. Hikers have claimed to hear voices coming from beneath the ground. Not whispers, but murmurs, like something talking, in a language no one recognizes. Some say that late at night, the trees themselves move. Not just swaying in the wind, moving. Footsteps behind you when you're standing still, a branch cracking when there's no one else around. There's even talk of a stairway deep in the woods, perfectly intact, concrete, leading nowhere. And no one knows who built it. You can laugh it off, but you might want to check behind you first. One building in town always gave people a bad feeling: the church. It still stands, leaning slightly, door chained shut, the steeple cracked in half. Some believe it's no longer used by people at all. Legend says a group of Satanists claimed it as sacred ground. Candles melted into the floorboards, carvings on the pews, a symbol painted in the rafters that no one's been able to trace. Those who peeked through the windows say they saw movement inside, but no one ever came out. One explorer said the moment he stepped near it, his flashlight died. Another swore he heard a growl, even though he was alone. And some just say the church watches you long after you walked away. There's a story that's passed around like a secret that the government didn't just buy this land, they buried something here. Some say it was chemical waste, others say it was something biological. A few whisper about the CDC showing up, quietly. No press, no records. The rumor that an experiment went wrong in the 70s. A virus, a mutation, something that couldn't leave the valley. That's why they sealed it off. Some hikers talk about animals moving wrong. A deer walking upright, an owl with no eyes. One guy even claimed he saw a figure running on all fours, but it wasn't an animal. Whatever was out there, it wasn't from here anymore. You'd think a place like this would have been forgotten, but every year more people come. Paranormal teams, YouTubers, urban explorers. Some say they feel something watching them. Others claim they've left with scratches they didn't notice until hours later. One video showed a flashlight flickering, then going dead completely. When the light came back, there were fresh handprints on the inside of the window. The person who filmed it hasn't posted since. Some write it off as editing, but not everyone's convinced. Helltown has become more than a place. It's a test, a dare. And if you go there looking for answers, you might just bring something back. Helltown isn't marked on most maps. The roads in are barricaded, the signs are gone. But the stories, they're more alive than ever. Maybe it really was just a failed park project, or maybe it's something we were never meant to understand. A place where history collapsed, where secrets settled into the dirt, and something waited. Not every mystery is meant to be solved. Some are just meant to be whispered, passed around the campfires and dimly lit screens. But if you ever hear about a quiet town in Ohio where no one lives anymore, don't go looking for it. Because sometimes stories are the only warning you get. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. If you enjoyed it, please consider dropping me a follow and share it with your friends. Love you. Bye bye.